Hello, everyone. What's up? Welcome back. This is Breaking Down the Breakdown with Steven Diego, and we have a very, very special host today. Guest. What the fuck? Special host. Well, you know what? You can host it too because she's the host. That's why I said that.
With an S, okay.
I'm so confused. No, we don't cut anything in this show.
Okay.
What do you mean with an S? Hold on one second.
I'm a host.
Do you mean with a T? I'm dead.
Cut it.
I'm dead. No cutting.
Oh, no cutting.
Anyways, welcome into Breaking Down the Breakdown.
Okay, serious?
If I was just, this is, you know what? This is the best start ever. Everyone's like, wow, this is, you know what? A mental health show, and you guys are so hyper. Yes, we have something to be hyper about.
Mental health, you guys have the problem.
I'm dead. This is why they're listening, okay? We all have problems.
Yeah, of course.
But today we have a super special guest, and I want her to introduce herself.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself to the world.
Okay, how will I introduce myself? Hi,
However
guys.
you want.
My name is Maraja, and that's spelled as, you can see it on the screen.
You know what? I'll put it on the screen, but this is for podcast listeners who does not have the YouTube companion.
Okay, fine. So the spelling of my name is Maraja, so not your typical Mariah.
Not Mariah Carey.
Not Mariah Carey, but yeah, that's me. I've known Steven Diego because of band. We're actually bandmates.
We are bandmates.
Yeah.
Okay, until you decided to.
That's what we are going to talk about.
Yes,
tonight.
that is one of the big things we're going to tackle on today.
Okay.
But Mariah is an amazing.
Well,
you are. I haven't even. You don't even know what I'm gonna say. You don't. Mariah is an amazing artist. She can sing. She can act. She's an amazing host. You know, so for all of you who no, don't. For all of you who, you know, need your like hosting needs and stuff like that, she is amazing at it, okay?
I can give you a discount, guys.
Oh, there you go. See, look at that.
Business, we're talking.
Just mention that you heard her name from Steven Diego's Breaking Down the Breakdown, and she will give you a discount.
Absolutely,
look at that.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, thank you so much for doing this with me.
Of course, anytime.
Like I've wanted to do this with a lot of you guys. Like I know April really wanted to do this too. She actually wanted to do this since last year.
Oh,
but we never found the time.
Yeah.
So I just want everybody to be able to do this. But today is a very important thing that like the thing that we're going to talk about today is very important, not personally just to me, but I know for you as well.
I think it's for everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like there's a lot of similarities with what you had told me, how you felt and how you thought of things.
Yeah.
Versus what other people might actually be feeling when they get into situations like that with their careers, with their home lives, their relationships, friendships even, right?
Yes. Because I think sometimes it's best for you to share your problems with other people, because sometimes we think that we own the world, but we don't.
Right.
Yeah.
That's so funny you said that. I was just talking about that last week, where it's just kind of like, some people feel like they're the main characters and like, you know, everyone's just living in their world. And it's like, no, that's not how it is.
But when you share it to someone, they'll be like, I experienced that too, actually.
Yes. So today we are going to be talking about pressure, essentially, and how to deal with it. Or how not to deal with it, you know, like how much is too much and how do you recognize that you're going through it? And, you know, I've tackled something similar like this on this show. But as, you know, for the listeners right now who's been with me since the very beginning, you know that multiple times I talk about the same things because it's always with different people. And you can just see, if you look through the episodes, how different it is for each person. You know, like it's such a universal experience, but with such a unique take and a unique way of it, of how it affects that individual.
Yes.
So, you know, and it's the same for you. This is why I wanted to hear. So first of all, I kind of wanted to ask, like, how long have you been in the entertainment industry for?
I mean, you mean in the Philippines?
I mean, including that.
Including that.
Yeah.
So I started actually singing. I actually didn't start it in a band. I started as a solo artist.
Oh.
Yeah, I started when I was in 6th grade. Well, you know, the singing thing, it's like natural on us, like Filipinos.
Right, Filipinos are just
like I've been doing like karaoke and whatnot.
Right.
But then when I was in 6th grade, I'm laughing right now.
I was like, what's funny?
So I was in 6th grade. I saw this like poster on like in our church saying that singing competition, and me the bida bida means in English. What's that in English? Like I don't know. But yeah, just Google it.
There's just a lot of terms in Tagalog that you're just kind of like, you try to like translate it in English and you're like, what the fuck is that? You know, like.
But anyway, I was just like, oh, a singing contest. I kind of want to try that. The 6th grade me telling myself I can do this. So I went to the audition, and then without even practicing, and then I still can remember the first song that I sang for an audition, which is the Pagdating ng Panahon by Isa Seguera.
No way.
That's the song. I was just like, I love that song. I'm gonna sing that.
That's a great song. I love that song.
But then the topic is gonna come in here in this situation.
I love this. Okay.
I felt pressured because as soon as I stood in front of the judge, this is just audition, okay? I got stunned and I forgot all the lyrics. I knew the song by heart.
No,
I knew the song by heart.
God.
I'm just like, I don't know the lyrics. I was just standing there. The music was playing. Yeah. And then the judge was just like, okay, you can sing now. You can sing now. And then I was just,
you can. Yeah,
I can. I was just like, I actually tried it 3 times. I was just like, can I try it again?
In the 6th grade. No.
Yes, the baby me. Yeah. So I was just like, I went home. I cried to my mom. I was just like, I'm not gonna sing again. It was crazy.
Mariah.
Yeah, I know. I never told anyone about it.
Well, shit. Now you're telling the whole entire world about it.
But yeah, it was like, that's when I started. Yeah. But then I didn't give up. You know, the following year, I was just like, oh, now I know. Now I knew that there's a competition. Yeah. So when I was in like first year high school, grade 7 in the Philippines, I auditioned and I got in.
So that's very interesting for me. Hold on, because for some kids, that is such a traumatic experience.
It was traumatic, but then I don't know, something in me was just like, I really, really want to sing in a competition. Yeah.
So it's kind of like you were like, you know what? Okay, I love that. So it's almost as if your want and your dreams just kind of, you know, it's like an override for that fear.
Yeah. I kind of want to overcome that.
I love it. And so ever since then, you started performing.
I started competitions.
Wow.
Yeah. So I've been competing for. I've never been a champion.
That's okay.
But like I kept like, and also it's because of my mom. She was really, really supportive about it. She's like, go ahead, go for it. Every time I lose, she always get me ice cream.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I just like, oh, here's an ice cream.
You know what's very like, and I love to hear this because there's a lot of people in which, you know, they have stage parents, right?
Yes,
so it's almost as if like for them, they're talented, but they never actually wanted to do it. It's their parents who wanted them to do it.
Yes, yeah.
Right? But for you, it's kind of different. You're like, your mom was supportive.
She was very supportive about it, and she's like, go for it. And she would buy me outfits.
I love that. So then you felt like, okay, like I can do this. I want to do this.
Yeah, but then, you know, I don't know, maybe puberty or something. Yeah. That kind of made me more conscious about my surroundings, and then I became like shy as I go along.
So funny.
I know.
You shy.
I'm like, I don't know, like it started when I came here to Canada. That's when I came here to Canada. So when I was in the Philippines, I was like, I grew up in Cavite, and every time there's like a fiesta here, a fiesta there, I'm there to compete.
We have to talk about that. My family's in Cavite, and I completely forgot. Yeah, like that's where my family like is. So
yeah. Oh, no way.
Yeah, it's wild.
Oh.
Okay, maybe we're neighbors. Wow.
Now we're discovering things.
We're kind of like, hold on, wait a minute. This is not 23andMe or Ancestry.com shit. But okay, well, so do you feel like, what was the dynamic? Like, how did it change when it comes to performing? Because clearly you brought that experience over to Canada, overseas, and as a fellow immigrant, I know how hard that is to transition from a different country, having
totally different.
Right? Like having to meet new people, the language, the fucking language, to now have to speak English.
I know.
Like, what? So you've always just been so courageous, I guess? Because like, what prompted you to be like, I want to sing here too?
It's just by faith, to be honest.
Okay.
I didn't even like expected for me to be like, active in the industry.
Oh my goodness.
No, it's because it was just my stepmom brought me to like an event.
All right.
This is back in 2013 when I just landed.
Okay.
She was just like, "Oh, there's an event. You want to come? It's like a film fest or whatever."
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know, but like it's in a hall and whatnot. She got invited and she got like an extra ticket.
Right.
To end the long story short, I went there, and then on the table is where Tita Digna.
Oh, shout out to Tita Digna.
Tita Digna and Tita Ray was sitting as well, a night shift band.
I love that.
And then they were, of course, knowing my dad and my stepmom, they're like, "Oh, hi there. I'm a Filipino too, blah, blah, blah."
I am dead.
And then, yeah, and they're like, "Oh, do you know she sings?" I'm like, "I don't sing."
So that's how it all began.
Yeah, so that's how it started. I auditioned for, like, Tita Ray was just like, "Oh, we need a singer." And then
you just kind of like here we go. And then the rest is history.
The rest is history. And here I am, 23.
So, see, and this is why I wanted to bring this up, right? Because I wanted people to kind of get a history of who you are and what you've been through and what you're going through or like what you're doing.
And why I'm here.
So it's like, yeah. So the question, like, everybody's probably like, okay, so hold on. She's been accomplished. She's been doing this. Why is she? You are. See, and here it is. See, y'all are hearing that? Y'all are experiencing it, right? When did you start feeling the kind of pressure that you felt for you to start thinking this way about yourself? And for the audiences right now who don't know what the hell I'm talking about, because that was kind of a personal shot at her.
I know, right?
You know, it was kind of like, hold on, wait a minute, I didn't tell the audience
we
this.
caught it.
We're like, wait a minute. Mariah right now, Mariah and I had a conversation about how she feels like, you want to tell them?
Yeah, I kind of feel pressured, as what the title is. Yeah.
Don't worry about the title so much because that just did that for Mark Talks. But literally,
I feel like I think I'm not good enough.
Right.
I'm not good enough. I can't do it with a T. I can't do it, even though someone in me, like something, like there's someone telling me, like inside me, yeah. Telling me that I can do it, I can do this, but I don't know, maybe I have a split personality or something, like but the other side of me is like telling me that don't do it, you can't, like, right, yeah, like
you're not alone,
yeah,
that's the thing, right? Yeah. And it's kind of like, I don't want you to think it's a split personality thing. It's not so much a split personality thing as opposed to these are your thoughts, right? There will always be that side of you that wants to believe, and there will always be that side of you that's very cautious, and it's like, oh, but this might happen, this might not work out the way you want
all
to.
The time.
And it's just trying to protect you, but not understanding that what that thought is saying it's not always true.
Yeah, true.
And the thing for me of why I brought you here and why I brought this up is because exactly what you said in the very beginning, that you feel like you can't do it, like you feel like you're not good enough. And for those of you who might have seen Mariah perform, heard her sing, she can sing, she's an amazing host. I keep on saying that. I would not co-sign people who I did not believe in just because, that would reflect poorly upon me. That's number one, right? So I'm always like, I'm honest when it comes to talent. And you are very talented. Aww. And it breaks my heart to see that because it's kind of like how I feel some days when, and for me, like, and here's the interesting part. You don't compare yourself to other people.
I don't. I honestly don't.
Yeah.
It's just a competition with myself being, I'm not confident.
Right.
Like, it's like myself is trying to tell myself that you can't do it. No.
It's like a self-sabotage thing,
yeah,
right?
like, it's not, like, there's for example, a performance. I practice a lot and whatnot. I did my best, but then when I make a mistake, I get discouraged right away. I'm like, I can't do it anymore.
Right.
Yeah, just one mistake. Even though, like, for example, I'm practicing and then I hear like, oh, there's a flat. Oh, there's a sharp. I'm like, I can't do it.
You don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
And then that's just it. It's like, it's me being discouraged like right away. I think Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like a lot of people out there can relate. And maybe not musically like that, but with the things that they do, right?
Yeah.
I feel like there's people out there who wants to cook, loves to cook, and would like to cook. And then the very first thing they do is they mess up a recipe and they're like, I'm never fucking cooking again. I'm such a bad cook. You know what I mean?
Me.
See, like, that's what I'm saying is that unfortunately, it's not an isolated incident.
I think
It's
so.
actually, you know, it's present in almost everything that you do. And that's not good.
Yeah. Actually, to be honest, I'd give I'd commend myself because I'm actually better now.
I love that. That's great.
Better. Before I was worse. I was worse before because I cry myself out because of overthinking that I'm not good. I can't do it.
Yeah.
And then when I finally did it, I'm like, oh, I can do it.
You can do it. Right. You're like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. I'm just like overthinking about it, being so nervous about it. I can't do it. And then when I finally did it, I'm like, oh, I can do it.
It's like, oh, yeah. Like,
yeah.
This is actually working.
But then I just like wasted my energy overthinking about it. But now I don't do that anymore. But I just tell myself I can do it.
I feel like, you know what, though? Like, for you to even recognize and acknowledge that you are better than where you were before, I think it is very important, right?
Yes.
And I think you are on the right path. And because
Hopefully.
I feel like you wouldn't be sitting here with me right now to talk about this before if you never actually got over that.
Yeah.
That's so for me, I guess my next question would be, when did you realize all of this, that you were kind of putting this pressure on yourself, that, you know, you had no one else to blame, that this is literally on you? And what did you notice? Because I feel like for people, it's almost like a eureka, aha moment when you start to notice the things that it's affecting in your daily life. And you're just kind of like, I want this to kind of stop. Like, at which point did you realize that you're probably sabotaging yourself and that you might need to kind of take a breather and take a step back and just recalibrate?
I actually can't recall like the exact moment
Okay.
when I realized that, but I think it's been a long time since I realized. But then I did, like, I knew what the problem was, but I don't want to do anything about it.
That's very interesting. Why don't you want to do anything about it?
Because I think it's just like, it's not a big deal, and like, yeah, it's just
That's
like,
fair.
there's I'm giving so much like big deal for this. It's not the end of the world, like something like that.
That's fair.
But then when I think about it, that's what you've said. It's giving me issues. It's like accumulating because I keep ignoring it.
That's what I was actually going to ask, because you say that
Yeah.
it's not a big deal, and you know, like, I do just kind of want to you know, pry a little bit into it. If it's not a big deal, has it not affected a lot of things in your life, or has it actually affected a lot of things in your life, like your jobs, like things that you do that you've decided to give up on because of this?
I'm actually better now. Before, once I get discouraged, I just stop right away.
Like, whatever it is you're doing, you
Whatever
quit.
it is, I quit. I'm such a quitter, and like my only, like I would say the sponge, like the one who absorbs my vents and whatnot, my mom. And then when she left us, then I started telling myself I can do it because I have no choice.
Right.
Yeah, so it's just that maybe running out of option is
You kind of like
the reason why I improved with this personality of quitting. I like feeling the pressure became a normal like routine now. So I feel pressure all the time. I feel like if I don't feel pressure, something's missing.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the same with me, in the sense that if I don't feel pressure, I'm not going to do anything with my life.
Yes.
I will just sit here
Uh-huh.
and do nothing
Yes.
and just think. I will think. I will
Yes.
think for hours. And then the next day I'll be like, well, all right, I'll just think again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think like pressure in a good way sometimes is like good for you to move.
Sometimes it is good, yeah.
Yeah,
But-
but like too much pressure is not. But like sometimes you need that in order for you.
No,
to
I
like-
completely agree,
Yeah,
right? But
yeah.
that's why, for me, like, obviously, you know, I'm sorry about your mom, and we all know that. Like, it's. I think for me, what was very important to kind of point out is a lot of people out there who are listening right now to, a lot of them has the opposite issue that you have, in which for you felt like you had no other choice left but to just do it. And for a lot of people, unfortunately, they feel like that's it. Like it's over. Like, and honestly, like, you know, saying that, like, it's very sad. It's very depressing. It's, but that is the reality of it, right? So I'm just, you know, like, you have to commend yourself on that. Like, you really have to pat yourself on the back and be like, you know what, this is fantastic because I decided for myself that I want to live. I want to do this. It's important. Like, I think you being able to prioritize is what's really allowing you to thrive as well. And I think we gotta hold on to that. But I do just want to talk about this because for me, a lot of people are probably like, what is Steven fucking trying to get out of Mariah? Let me tell y'all something right now. So Mariah quit our band. All right?
Shout out to AVF.
Oh, God. Shout out to April's band friends. We love you. Mariah loves you.
Yes.
But she decided to quit out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I asked her, why did you quit? And what did you say?
Like, I think I don't belong. Yeah.
And that's fair to feel that way.
Yeah.
But when we ask, what made you feel like you didn't belong?
It's maybe because I'm not good.
Say it louder.
Maybe I thought I wasn't good. Like.
And who gave you that thought that you weren't
me.
good? Just you. There you go. And this is why I had to bring her on the show because it's so funny, guys. Like, during shows, crowds love Mariah. Like, she would make so many friends. You can't even lie about this. You can't even deny. She would make so many friends during our shows. So many, like, people would go up to her, would just be like, oh my god, this, oh my god, that. You're so good, this and that, this and that. And then all of a sudden, you just see Mariah talking to other people. And then she will come back and think that she's not good enough. And, you know, like, it's funny, but at the same time, it's very, I don't want to say dangerous, but it's serious. Because how many people out there, and this is you know what it is? It's imposter syndrome. That's what imposter syndrome is. When you are doing what you are good at, but you feel like an imposter because you don't actually believe you were meant to do that.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
It is just, oh my goodness. And you know what? Like, for all you viewers, I hope, and listeners, I'm not yelling at Mariah. Okay?
This is our normal conversation.
I'm just trying to help her understand that there are so many people out there who's listening to your story right now, who's nodding their heads and saying, oh my fucking god, is this Mariah girl me? You know? And I just want to say thank you for being able to bring this to this.
Of course.
It's like a real life example of imposter syndrome and, you know, like, what that pressure looks like on people with that kind of syndrome.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, it's so easy to say that, oh, you should believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. But, like, I keep telling myself that, but then something in me is telling me that I'm not good.
Yeah.
So that holds me back, actually, with every performance, with everything, except emceeing, of course.
But you excel in that. Like, that was like, you're literally like, you don't even.
I don't know.
You're like a different person when you MC. It's actually insane.
I don't know, but like, in terms of like singing, which I always say that singing is my like, you know, stress reliever and whatever. No, I'm actually stressed when I'm singing.
Because you think too much about what note to hit, how to convey like, the emotion.
Oh, I need to be sad on this.
But okay, so earlier, before we started filming this, Mariah and I were actually doing karaoke with my roommate Joey, and she sang a few songs that she's never sung with the band before, and I was floored because I did not realize she could sing this. Like, I know she can sing well, and she can sing great, but this was different. This was like, now I know why you compete. Like, now I know why you do those singing competitions, because you're that good. And my question is this. There were moments earlier, like, listen, where you actually hit the right note, but midway through hitting that note, you stop and you go, you just do that. And that's clearly what you were saying, like, oh, I feel like I'm not good enough or whatever. But you hit the note. So what crosses your mind in the middle of that?
I have no clue. I think I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm a comedian.
Well, you are. I mean, that's why you're a great host. You're really funny.
But like that. Sometimes when I doubt myself of hitting the note, even though I know I can. I know I could hit that note.
Right.
But then it's just a defense mechanism where I'd rather make a spill or a joke rather than not hitting the note. That.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it became like a defense mechanism. Every time I don't know, if you notice me on stage, I'm not even like serious about singing because of that. It's like a defense mechanism, I think.
I understand.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's like a fail-safe. It's like, okay, if I don't hit this note, I can go right into making fun of that.
Yes.
And instead of the focus on them being able to say Mariah did not hit that note, it's Mariah's so funny.
Yes.
Babatukon talaga.
But like, yeah. So I think I need to work on that so bad.
It's so, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, no, but I wanted to bring that up because I just want to say great job on
you.
Listen earlier.
Oh.
You guys want to hear her sing Listen? I will put it in this. I'll put it in as a clip, okay?
No.
And then, hold on. Here's where I sing Listen. Just check it out.
Can we repeat it?
If you
Well, shit!
What the heck?
All right, don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay,
We'll
welcome back. Welcome back. We're gonna pretend like I just put it in there. I'm actually gonna put it in there.
No.
But I just wanted because I am gonna show the clip. I'm gonna show
kill
the
you.
clip. No, but like,
Pinagpapawisan ako sa'yo.
diba? Oh, nervous siya. This is her first interview. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Like,
I
well,
know.
diba? Pero just to kind of get back into topic, I really like that we've made it into something that's pretty lighthearted, despite how actually serious it is. Because as we've said before, like it has affected your life, not just with you quitting the band. Like how many? Okay, and this isn't like I'm not trying to like put you on the spot here, but like, how many things have you quit because of this?
That's a good question.
Tiga, tanong ka lang. Like, because seriously.
To be honest, sometimes I'm thinking like when I'm meditating, like I had so much organization in this community already, and then I'm like I quit all of them.
Oh my gosh, ilan?
That.
Okay.
That.
Okay.
That.
Okay.
And that 4.
4 things because you felt like you were not good enough to be in those.
The third one, well, there's another issue with that, but like...
I think I know what the third one is.
Yes. But, let's not bring that up. But yeah, the other 2, yeah, same issue. With...
Pay your... kidding. Alright.
Yeah, but same issues, like... Because I thought like, maybe... it's not working out for me. Maybe it's not a good path for me or something. Maybe I'm not good with this.
So you're doubting yourself always.
All the time.
And you end up convincing yourself that, you're right, this isn't...
I'm always convincing myself.
My question now is this.
Yeah.
What if this starts happening with your MCing? How would you handle it? Because you and I both know, we're even right now, as it stands, and we have our podcast family, all right, as your witness.
Okay.
As our witnesses that you just said you fucking love MCing, that you don't even think about it. You just do it. What happens when this starts affecting your MCing?
I just can't imagine it.
Right.
Yeah. Because I think, it's my first love, I would say.
I love that.
It's actually, I've been doing it since grade school.
You just like...
I'm just like a reporter all the time, and then I'm so happy that I'm earning money from it.
Yeah.
And I thought like maybe if I feel the pressure again.
You know, this is why I brought it up, okay? It's not to kind of scare you into it, but rather to remind you of something here. And this goes for all of you viewers out there as well, and listeners. You have an anchor that, you know, you don't realize. You have something that, for you, it comes as something so effortless that you show so much confidence in that you have never lost your faith in, ever. And I hope you can use your emceeing and your hosting as kind of like it's kind of like when your computer needs to kind of do like a reset and you have to go back to the date, like I forgot what that was called, to remind yourself emceeing actually requires you to do all of the things that you were I wouldn't say afraid of, that you thought you weren't good enough to do, and you excel in all of that under one roof. Biglang ganun. No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And you know, unfortunately, we are running out of time. But I just wanted to end with that because you are such a brilliant artist, and I'm sure anybody who's ever worked with you or performed with you, seen you live, will say the same exact thing. Right? And one of the beautiful things that came out of this is for you to be able to say, you actually don't compare yourself to anyone. Because a lot of people, that's what they'll go for first. They're like, she's probably insecure because she's comparing this and this and this and that, not realizing you're only comparing yourself to yourself.
Yes.
And you thinking, why can't I do what I want to do? Or why am I not good enough for what I think is good enough for me? Oh. But you know what? This was great.
Yes.
You feel good?
Yes, I do. I do.
I'm glad.
We should do this part 2.
I'm totally down. Honestly, like, I'm down to bring you back for other things. Like, for those of you who have questions for Maraja, just don't forget to email me at stevendiego@hotmail.com, or you can find me on you can find me on Facebook. Cut. You can find me on Facebook as Steven Ronald Diego. It doesn't matter, but you can ask me questions about Maraja if there's any follow-ups. Maraja, would you like to promote yourself?
Oh yeah, if you guys need any MC or host to your event, you can follow my page on Instagram. My Instagram name is Maraja. It's spelled as Maraja, not your typical Mariah. On Facebook also it's Maraja, Maraja, but I have a last name. I'll spell it out.
I will put it in the description for
yes,
the podcast.
Please, yes. And yeah, I can definitely make your event memorable for you guys. Yes.
Yay. Thank you so much, Maraja, for being here. Thank you for doing this with us. This has been Breaking Down the Breakdown. Remember, always be kind to one another. Make sure you are compassionate and you are super duper mindful because you don't know what the other person is going through at all times. Okay? But thank you so much for being here. We love y'all. We will see you again next week. Goodbye. Love you guys. Yee.